Hey everybody, welcome back. It's the one known as CR Creative Redundancy. And it's TGIF! Thank goodness the weekend's back here again. I felt like a zombie earlier in the week. And like, eventually the weekend will come, right? Eventually the skies will clear out. Just like today. It just happens to be Groundhog's Day. So I'm wondering if Groundhog saw its shadow today. I'm getting some sun now, so that looks like a yes for my area right now. And hopefully everyone's doing well like usual. While I wait for some people to jump in and join my chat, I'm just gonna wing it with the daydreaming soundtrack. Why not? I can almost make like a chorus to this, a rap to this, or something like that, and just keep going on, and on. Gotta keep going on and on. So yes, hopefully everyone's doing well. There's no specific topic for this live stream, just reconnecting with you, the folks out there, the people out there, from far and wide, and sharing some stories and some things that may interest you, among some other things. And by the way, if you're listening to this, well, regardless if you're listening to this on the replay or catching me live right now, by the way, I have a video in just over an hour from now. It's already been scheduled and all that good stuff. It's just waiting for it. So, like I said, hopefully everyone's doing well. Like I said, so I finally done put out that other video that I've been saying that about the last couple of streams that I wanted to put out. Today's the day for it. Yeah, got a hair in my mouth randomly. So, like I said, hopefully everyone's doing well. Like I said, like I said, there's this video that's gonna be coming out in a little bit here. Something, it's a DIY video, among some other things. It combines a few things that I enjoy doing, and that's for sure. Like converting stuff with a CR in it. I'm kind of hooked on that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, you might see that too in the beginning of that video. By the way, I can't quite link it in here yet, so because it's not public yet. Hey, it's Food Forest Permaculture. How you doing, Howie? Good afternoon. Hopefully you're doing well. I've seen the sun today, Howie. I've definitely seen the sun today. We actually had fog earlier in the day, but it's burning off now. It's actually sunny out. Like I look outside and it's just like it's almost as bright enough to do solar recognition. That's how bright it is. So you're definitely seeing a clear outline of a shadow on the ground or behind you. You're counting on some raindrops and planting cool winter crops. I see. That is so awesome. SOW. I feel today I was like, I'm starting to think about that more and more as spring is coming eventually. It'll eventually come. But I've been thinking about it. I'm like, what do I want to start? I have some things in mind for this month for February. I mean, we'll see. If I shoot a video on it, we'll see if I post it for this month. It might not appear till next month. Because if I start growing something, I want to show a little bit more progress than me just putting it into some soil or starting it in some growing medium, right? A little bit more than just that. Would be nice to see a little bit more than just that. And besides, I want to make sure that it's actually growing. And I come back with an update that says only one journey Oh, no, I think I got it back now. Alright, I got it back, everyone. Please don't leave. Apparently, I need to go to the desktop and come back in, so it signals the web browser that please reconnect with the web browser. So at least now I know about that. Sorry, someone called me and I had to answer it. And anyways, hello, Idaho girl. Kitty. Welcome. Of course, I see what I mean. Someone calls as soon as I go live. It's just like, at least apparently you need to, at least in my case, I had to go back to desktop or homepage and switch back over or alt tab or transfer back over to the web browser to reconnect. See, good thing I decided to put the daydreaming music on, because as soon as I did that, I started to hear it. I'm like, oh, I'm reconnected with my headset. Right? I think it just had to reconnect with the web browser, then stream there, then back to YouTube, and now it's good again. So, anyways, I'm planning to grow something, but there's a couple things in mind, among some other things that I will be doing. So, I'll probably start them this month, but you may not see the videos this month yet. Because actually, technically, I do have videos for the rest of this month, including today, by the way. I gave a sneak peek on the community board. Yeah, you know. And that other video that I posted last week was technically a segue to this week's video. So, yeah. Thank you, Idaho America. Here, Howie. Take care, man. So, yeah. So, hopefully, like everyone's doing well. I guess I'm gonna have to like this 1 minute of blankness on the side chat, on the replay. My goodness, I put something back in the side chat. So, yeah. So, anyways, I'm getting some sun right now. Actually, the skies are clearing out. I'm starting to see more blue sky. It's not clear, but it is bright enough outside. Anyway, let me show you guys real quick here. Oh, you're getting a haircut. Okay. That's so good. Here you go. Oh, 6. Here, I'll even stand in the look. British. Oh, hi. See? Pretty sure I don't see a shadow out today. That's good. Get a little bit of sun. Charge up some solar lights that I have sitting in a window right now. Get them charged up a little bit more so I can use them later, as usual. But yeah. So, thank goodness it's not foggy anymore. I thought that's not TGIF. So yeah. So yeah, it's a nice day out. I thought it was gonna be foggy all day, but sun broke out and burnt the fog away. So I guess I should just name this stream thinking it's foggy. I could have named it TGIF for that. But yeah. You know, this reminds me of a video I did a while ago because my friend was calling me and he's like, "It's foggy," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know." I think I'm pretty sure I've seen more foggy than this, or the denseness of or density of the fog was more greater, I should say. So, I remember shooting a video about it. I'm like, I could barely even see half the distance I saw today. At least it didn't linger long. It's afternoon time, so that'll help. Although one of the things that might be happening later this weekend, later this next week, it's supposed to snow again. I know, but it needs to snow here. It's actually been drier out here, less precipitation, so yeah, a little bit of snow, a little precipitation wouldn't hurt right well now. It's not even that bad. Most of the roads and stuff are clear anyway, so it's not big. that too big of a deal. And it's not like I said, we need some precipitation anyways. Kind of dry, to say the least. Hey, Boomer, what's up? How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well, like I said. So do that. It's been quite relatively nice out. At least compared to the other 2 weeks beginning of last month, or midway last month. A lot nicer than it was. It's kind of like more, I don't know, seasonal-ish, I guess. And seeing some sun is nice too. It's definitely nice. So yeah, I'll probably be working on some videos again. I have to work on this video right now. I don't know if I'm gonna post it this month or for next month. I'll see. I mean, like I said, I actually already have videos for the rest of this month, plus some shorts. So these live streams, I'm just filling in a couple of gaps among some other things, and share some time with you all out there. Reconnect with some of you. Sometimes I don't see all of you at times, but when I do, it's nice to see you all, or at least see your icon and see your chat. Or maybe you go live yourself, or I see you on their live streams or panels or whatever. It's always good to see you guys, see what's up and all that stuff. See if everyone's still kicking around and all that good stuff. So it's always nice to see that, at least for me. And something else it's nice to see is this coffee that I brought out here. It's only half full, but definitely picking up my morale with the coffee, that's for sure. So I currently still have this video scheduled for this month. We'll see if I delay it or whatever, or bring it sooner, but this is something I've worked on. Like I said, technically it was supposed to exist last month, and technically it was supposed to exist, like, be public, like, this week or next week. I postponed it to almost the last week of this month, of February right now, but something I've been working on. Since some of my followers here on YouTube, my subscribers have asked me about it. There is other people that have asked me on the side chats and stuff like that, or in my own scheduled or live that I do here on the YouTube side, and I was just like, I just wanted to respond to that, and I figured, well, might as well make a video, right? Excuse to make content, right? Always no reason to make content out there, right? Put out some more videos, more of that WT and all that good stuff, right? Yeah. You must be behind. It's all good. Like I said, sometimes I actually have to answer the phone because it can be important, right? I don't want to be an a-hole and not answer, and it could be important. But at least now I know. All I have to do is switch out to the desktop or the your home page for your phone or whatever, and then switch the application back to the web browser and reconnect. Because as soon as I saw that it says connecting back to StreamYard, I'm like, okay. Then I hear the daydreaming music that you hear right now. So I'm like, okay. So at least now I know about that a little bit better. I guess on the bright side of going live, right? Sometimes you don't learn about stuff until it actually happens, right? So sometimes the best way to learn something is by experiencing it firsthand. So now, at least now I know. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, silence you and answer your phone. Yeah. Like I said, it could be important, and I don't want to be an a-hole about that, especially if it is. I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, I'm working on another video. Something I'll see when I squeeze it in. Like I said, I currently, aside from today's video, have another 3 videos for the rest of this month, for every Friday for this month. Because March 1st is actually on a Friday. The 29th, the leap year, is actually on a Thursday. So we'll see if I squeeze in a 5th for the month. Probably not. Let's see. Depending. I mean, there's still some time, so I could reschedule it still. And I do have shorts for, it's either gonna be a Friday or a Wednesday or a Friday. Something like that. Unless otherwise stated or posted or however I schedule it. I would have to double check and all that stuff. They'll probably appear around this time of day. So wherever you are right now, probably around this time of day. Maybe an hour from now at this time of day, wherever you are in the world. Is that Bob? Am I here? Yes, you are. You were lost for a while, but we found you again. What's up, Bob? Let me highlight it there yet? Yep. 29th on a Thursday. 27 days to go. So, like I said, it's, well, from morning fog to afternoon sunshine. Or, yeah, I wouldn't even call it thin cloud. I was not saying variable cloudiness, no. It's actually thin cloud, because actually you can, if I look outside, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's definitely, I can see my shadow. It's definitely bright enough to do solar ignition. That's for sure. So, I have solar lights charging right now. One of these other lights that I got last year is charging up that too, so that'll be good. Try to bank some of that power. Because it's supposed to be more cloud this week, or the next, what's it say, 7 days? The extended forecast looks like cloud. So getting a little bit of sun would be nice. That's for sure. Oh, you're still making some good planned food dinner. That's awesome, Bob. Follow our breadcrumbs here, you'll eventually arrive. Yeah, and what I just said right there, yeah, that's cool, Bob. That's cool, Bob. That's cool too. Yeah, I'm working on that. I'm working on that stuff too, Bob. I'm working on that stuff too. It'll probably be in our spring. I don't know if I might shoot it as a video, doing our spring prep work type of video. I work that one in. Although that's more dependent on how long the snow sticks around, or how long it takes to warm back up. You know, I'm comfortable warm in terms of above 60 Fahrenheit, 16 Celsius. You know, where the daytime temperatures are kind of in that higher range and such, where the overnight temperatures are like above freezing. That'd be nice. Yeah. And then maybe I'll just start doing that. Especially once I have access to the ground more. Although I don't think, otherwise I think it'll melt pretty fast. Like I said earlier, we haven't actually had much snow out here. I've actually shown someone, it was back in December. It's actually before it actually snowed. And I was showing the ground, right? I was showing the grass. You could see the grass. Well, the brown grass, there was no snow. They're like, holy smokes, CR, you have no snow, right? Because everyone would assume that I would have snow at that time. Like, it's been dry out. Like, we've had some, not as much as we usually typically get for this area. I mean, this is probably one of the lowest snow amounts I've seen in a while. Like, ever since I started specifically this channel, probably the lowest I've seen in the last, since I started the channel. I mean, sometimes I've seen the snowbank reach taller than 3-4 feet, right? Tall enough that you're gonna actually look on the sidewalk to see if actually someone's there, because the snowbank's that tall. This year, it's just like I'm barely even seeing ice underneath the snowbank, let alone snow on the snow. I mean, snow on the grass, on a road or whatever, right? So, I actually saw a couple people walking the other day when I went out for a walk. It's so nice. So, I mean, in comparison to 2 weeks ago, when I saw no one outside, I guess it's so freaking cold. So, yeah. So another thing I'm trying to squeeze in here is some of these shorts. I'm gonna try some stuff out for this year in terms of the shorts or the short form content. Well, short or reels. Because sometimes I actually repost the reels as the shorts or the shorts as a reel. Or I have the intention of having both anyways. Like even today, you'll I think there's no I released the I think it's scheduled for today. I know I posted the reels over on Instagram already of the TGIF, which I actually posted like last week here on the channel here on the YouTube side. So I've been switching it out. So sometimes the reels and the shorts aren't always the exact same footage or the same video that you're gonna see. So the perks of you follow me over there, you get to see some stuff in the works or a little bit sooner or something like that. And speak of Instagram, is apparently someone likes my reel. Now, if they happen to drop by on this stream right now, that'd be hilariously funny, right? It's just like that'd be hilariously funny. Oh yeah, he does too. I swear, I didn't even look at the chat. I just like looking at the chat. He's actually here. What's up, Jordy? I just got your message on Instagram. That's funny. It's just like So you went over to Instagram, liked it, and came over here. That's hilariously funny. Yeah, that was who I was talking about. That was hilariously funny. I didn't even see the chat right away. I was just like, it'd be funny, and I was just like, holy cow! Speak of it, right? Speak of the person. They're here. What's up, man? Nice of you to drop by. You know, at least this time around, I can do all the talking, and you have to do all the typing, right? Hopefully, you're doing well. Hopefully your preparedness journey is doing well for you. I know you've been working on a few things among some other things. I'm trying to too, as much as I can for what I have, where I am, resources I can access, all right? The time I have to, polish up those skills, increase the knowledge bank, and gain more experience and all that stuff. And I guess my video that's out in about an hour here, about an hour here, just over an hour here, will show me applying some knowledge and skill and gaining experience from it, so it seems. Remember how I like to play on words? That should be a very good indication what that video will be about. Or maybe you saw the community tab that I posted earlier today. No, I was literally posting my Instagram. You mentioned yours on stream. That's kind of funny how that all works out, eh? It's always kind of funny. Now it'd be even. I don't expect to see preparedness veteran drop in, but if PV dropped in right now, that'd be funny too. I don't. He usually is gone by this time. Probably resting or something like that. Or relaxing from the night or something like that. I'll see him tomorrow. I'll see him tomorrow at this time. I'm pretty sure. Tomorrow's Saturday. I'll join him with Shadow. It's the Swede. He's probably asleep too. So I know him. I know he does. He's only allowed late on his Saturday streams. Every other day of the week, he's in bed early. Yeah. So yeah. I'm working on some of these videos. I think like I've been noticing more that I'm enjoying the scheduling a lot more. Like I mentioned this the last live stream, but to reinforce or kind of elaborate more, it's just as I keep going on with it, it's just like it just seems like it just helps so much more. Because I've been talking to some people about this a little bit, right? Every so often, right? And apparently, because apparently on TikTok you can't schedule videos either. Apparently, so I asked one of my other followers, and they were asking their girlfriend about that, and they said no, you can't schedule over there. I'm like, oh, because they've been asking me, CR, you should do TikTok. I'm like, regardless of what you feel about that platform, right? The main reason why I haven't, not saying I wouldn't or wouldn't do it, but I haven't gone over there is because I gotta post over there. It's just like with any other social media, if I join it, I gotta post over there. I gotta reply to stuff, post some sort of content over there, alright? At least one video, right? At least one video. Like, some of these other platforms, I'm just like, I really gotta come back into the swing of it over there. I mean, I have posted something over on some of the other social media sites with video. I at least posted one video. At least make my presence known over there. But yeah, I've been thinking about it. But like, it's because the time that it takes for me to dip into that too, right? Because I have to allocate the time towards it, right? Like if I ever went live somewhere else, well, something like that, right? Honestly, unless I'm multi-streaming across platforms, if I'm streaming over here on YouTube, well, I'm probably not streaming over on the Instagram side or posting over there at the moment because I'm on live. So, So yeah, so let's see what else is in the works. There's something I'm working on for July, but that's like on the back burner of projects right now. I still have some time. We'll see. I mean, depending on how things go, I may actually have to record some of this content way beforehand, a couple months beforehand, and compile it all together as I can. And apparently I get more Instagram notifications. Go figure. You think more social media needing you to post regular or no? Yeah. Well, yeah, make your presence known and such, right? I mean, let's see, TikTok uses that 9:16 aspect ratio, the vertical, portrait type of aspect ratio, very similar to the reels on Instagram or the shorts here on the YouTube side. So, I mean, I guess I can rehash some of that content to a certain degree, right? I mean, I have actually made very specific content. Well, obviously here on YouTube, obviously, but even on Instagram, on some of the other social media, I've made very specific content for it, right? And then there's other times where I just add in like a social media icon of the social media that I'm posting it to, just to vary it up, right? But like I said, if I gotta post, I think this is one of the reasons why I'm about the scheduling, because I've noticed the benefits of scheduling. Because according to my friend's girlfriend, you cannot schedule the videos on TikTok, which means that if I want to post something or postpone the time that it becomes public, I gotta manually do it. Although that's not a deal breaker, I'm just gonna have to allocate the time, right? Because let's say today's Friday, TGIF, right? Like I said, 32nd. If I wanted to post something up pre-scheduled, I say, well, okay, not pre-scheduled, but kind of. Let's say if I started that video and uploaded it on last week over on TikTok, which I don't have yet, by the way, as an FYI, but I'm saying for this example, right, I'm going to have to come in online through data or Wi-Fi or whatever, make sure I'm signed in and all that stuff, and then put this video from draft or private to public, right? So that means I actually have to be there for that. Like I said, it's not a deal breaker, but it also means I gotta be online during that time for sure. So if I'm on vacation, camping out, something, whatever, away from home or something like that, I can't get online. That also means I can't have that video publicly available until I come back online. You see what I mean about that? Because I've done this at least with YouTube. I don't know about other social media platforms. I've been wondering about it and asking around. At least you can schedule the video or the shorts, right? Because you can see it says public or right away, right? Public right away, private, unlisted, right? But it also allows you to schedule it or schedule it as a premiere if you want to, as well. And the shorts are like that too, and there's where you can schedule it. And just like there's just something about that I enjoy now more and more, especially seeing the benefits of it. Like I said in my last live stream that I did, I actually had to do it because the gardening videos I had to stagger them a couple weeks in later, right? Both the tomato and the sunflower videos that I did, I had to stagger them like every other week. Well, not every other week, but like once a month. And like what you saw in June, the video, or early June or late May was the video from like the beginning of May, and then so forth and so forth, right? So the end of the month you saw in June was the beginning of June, and so forth and so forth, right? Hence why I had a video of harvest in like October, because I already harvested it. You're just seeing the footage now because I had everything set to post at that time. Don't do shorts here, but yeah, I got some shorts planned on as a side break on another channel. Yeah, right. And being able to like schedule it, Jordy, is nice. Like I said, because you can batch upload a bunch that you're working on and such, right? Like, don't get me wrong, it's nice that you can at least save it as draft on Instagram, right? But like I said, you have to be online or have network access to make it publicly available, right? Because you cannot schedule it as a time. And then one of the things is, for anyone that's ever gone live on Instagram, you actually have to schedule 1 hour in advance for a live stream. So you can schedule a live stream, but you can't schedule the video for reels to go live. I mean, to be public, I should say. I'm just saying, there's just something about being able to do that it gives you a little bit more freedom in terms of like working with a schedule. Let's just say, school, work, whatever, 5 days a week, 40-hour weeks, whatever, right? You only got 1 day off. You shoot or record or edit a bunch, let's say 5 videos, right? And then you upload it. Then you could just schedule it to appear every other week, and now you got something, right? Or else you have to manually, when you want the video to be public. And one of the things I've been enjoying about the scheduling is that I can rearrange that schedule. I can reset the time to a different time, a different week. And I'm gonna put video A this week instead of video B. The following week I'll put video C instead of video D, and so forth and so forth, right? So I can time the content to come in at a more beneficial time, more on cue on what's going on or whatever, depending on what I'm talking about or showing or doing or DIYing or talking about, right? Because it also allows me to see what I have in advance coming up, right? Work on some videos and stuff like that in advance. And the other thing is, I feel like there's less pressure on me because it's just like writing an essay, right? Instead of cramming it the night before or trying to make an essay or something like that, I can do it like I have to think about something. We come up with the hook, the topic sentence in this case for this example, and push the work a little bit more. Maybe work on that thumbnail a little bit more, and just like, yeah, maybe I'll work with this one. Like even with today's video that I have later on, right? I made a prototype, right? And I just decided, I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna simplify this down a little. I was getting too complex, too many small things, and enough with the big picture. So I simplified it a little bit more, a little bit more. So yeah. I think yeah, okay. Noted right there, Jordy. Yeah, noted right there. Yeah. I think I heard some other stuff too that was going on, or something like that. Some other things, that appear on your feeds or alerts or notifications about stuff, right? So, yeah. But in the meantime, we're gonna work on what we can here, or wherever you are in the world, right? In your own location at the moment, right? Right. And hopefully make the most out of it as much as possible. Just like I'm trying to make the most out of the videos and the time that I do have right now. Because I know when summer roll around, I'll probably be doing more. So it would be nice to have some videos in advance, anyways. So right now I gotta start working on like some March type videos or videos to insert in for this month. However, there's this one video I probably shouldn't delay it much longer. Like, it doesn't have a time frame that I need to post it because it's not seasonal. It's not seasonally dependent, like something in comparison to something like Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, so forth and so forth. Right? Those things are seasonally dependent. Right? This video. I've delayed it so much. I've delayed it. It was originally supposed to appear on January 12th of last month. I delayed it till like before Valentine's Day. Now we've delayed it more until the end of this month, February. So yeah. Although the people that I mentioned, and well, indirectly mentioned, they actually know it. They dropped by at the same time on the last live stream, which was hilariously funny. Almost as hilariously funny as Jordy popping in after I got the notification from them. So yes. Let's see here. And like I said, I'm seeing a little bit of sun. At least I'll get a little bit of solar energy and some solar on it, a little bit more. I'll probably have to bank some of the time or some of that power, right? Amongst some other things. It's very nice outside though. It's probably, I don't know, just below freezing. So, I know, 30 Fahrenheit, -2 Celsius. This is seasonal. Or slightly above seasonal. I'll take this for the day. It might not be above freezing, but at least it's not well below freezing. So, and on the bright side, it's sunny too, so. Yeah, random smiley face. I seem to put that on the side chats every so often. Randomly smiley face. Or as an indication I'm still in the chat. Right? I've seen dots and periods and all that stuff. I guess it's just something people do, right? And probably a little bit better than putting a question mark. I swear, if you put a question mark for a random, I'm still here in the chat. People will be like, question mark? What? Wait, what are you asking? Right? I usually just put a smiley face now. Oh, every so often I'll actually write the commenting randomly. It's one of those things that I just kind of fill in the air, placeholder, fill in the gaps in the side chat every so often. Right? Yeah, things are going well or whatever. I'm still here. Right? Maybe I'm just indisposed multitasking or something like that. Almost had a burp there. So yeah, it's nice though. Get some light in my face or something. Enjoy the day too. Like I said, it's fairly nice outside. I barely got any snow, let alone ice underneath the snow. In some places, like especially on the south-facing sides of places, there's barely any snow, if there's any snow at all. So, supposedly we're supposed to get snow next week. Well, yeah, you know, in spite of what's going on or whatever, well, we could still use the precipitation, right? So, snow is needed. Well, precipitation is needed, I should say, right? It'll help. It'll definitely help. Barely even needed a snowblower. Yes, I have a snowblower right a couple feet away from my phone right now. Yeah, barely had to use it, if anything. I think it was used like once, maybe twice. But usually I'm just hand shoveling or using something that gives you mechanical advantage for shoveling snow, which was shown back in 2017, by the way. There was a video on it on the channel. I think someone said it's like a catapult skier. I'm like, yeah. So, just something I have. Just something to have. Just helps. Made it from scrap material. Literally from scraps, and you just put it together. Nothing fancy, but it does help. It does help me in the snow removal part. That's for sure. So, speaking of snow removal, you know, for anyone who hasn't seen my last video that I posted a couple days ago, back on Wednesday, that actually shows that was a snow story in itself. Although I didn't show much of the snow removal part, it still has snow in it. It's has a warm message inside. That's for sure. Because I finally decided to post that on the YouTube side. Added in a little bit more. I'm kind of glad actually that I posted over here on YouTube. And to think I originally wasn't going to post that content here on the YouTube side. Because I originally started it as a reel on Instagram. And I'm like, you know what, I'm getting pretty good reception over here. Maybe I'll re-edit the content and post it here on YouTube. Because originally I shot it in that 16:9 aspect ratio landscape anyway, so it was the original footage anyway, so I figured, you know what, why not? I just had to tweak a few things. I think I added in the temperature or something like that, but the warm message is still the same. So feel free to drop by and check that one out. It sure made my day that other day. Wow, that was fast, Idaho girl. It didn't, or maybe I've just been streaming that long. It just seemed like it. That didn't seem like that long. That did not seem like that long. Because you're just getting a haircut, right? It's not like you're getting your hair dyed. All this other stuff that probably takes a little bit more time. Right? Haircut probably doesn't take that much time, right? A couple snips, a couple of brush strokes with brush, and I just wash your hair, and yeah. So safe travels as you travel along. Idaho girl's just listening to me. She's like, "Yes, I hear you, CR." You know, as I ramble, I don't know what to talk about. So this is more a TGIF stream. I have less of a topic in mind and just like whatever comes to mind. Maybe my side chat might dictate where the chat leads to. I'm pretty much just reconnecting with some of you out there and sharing stuff on my side of the channel here. That's the content creator side of the channel, right? I know. So people can hear a few things and be like, "Oh yeah, CR mentioned he had videos for the rest of this month or something like that." Yeah. Yeah. That's why I figured I don't gonna, yeah. I figured it had to be something like that. Quick. And speaking of quick, I'm quickly ranking up on a buffer zone of videos and shorts on the channel. So hopefully I can maintain that. It's one of these unwritten goals that I have for this year, is to maintain that a little bit more. Because it might give me a little more time to work with some stuff and polish the content a lot more than usual. Because, like I said, I had to do it last year anyways, because I needed to, because, you know, the gardening videos only grows in a week, 2 weeks, right? But if I can show a time difference of what grows in 3 weeks, well, I can, but that also means I need to delay the videos I post by that much time. So it gives me a buffer zone of, like, working the content in and such, right? And hopefully, you know, where it's still growing and still harvestable or whatever, right? Among some other things. And besides, I'm doing other things. I was doing other things too, so. Like, actually, last year, I actually was away from home for a little bit, among some other things, right? So, no one even noticed that. No one would even notice that unless I just told you right now, which I just did, right? Because I was telling a friend I was staying with, I'm like, yeah, I worked on this air video, although I misidentified an insect, but regardless, I was still posting, right? There was, like, videos in the works, right? So I was away for, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. I mean, I still had online access, right? But I just made sure I had content available for that time. So, which I did, right? And when I came back, I actually had to work. I had to work on the sunflower video because at the time it was just starting to bloom, right? This is probably right before I was publicly show growth of the sunflower. Hence why I said in my comment section, "Oh, I can't wait to show you guys the bloom," because at that time, by the time I was replying to comments from the video, that second or third update video of the sunflower, it was very blooming. I just had to show more of it because and I explained this to my friend too, who's also a content creator and some other people. It's because if like the sunflower video that I showed, it was a picture book. Well, a picture book, I have to take a picture almost every single day of it. Let's say 7, 10 days, 12 days, right? I need to not set in stone for that long time, right? So I need a buffer zone of time in advance. So I still have content, so I don't feel pressure like, oh, it's the 12th day, I gotta post the video right away because I don't have a video for the next day or for this week, right? Kind of deal. It just gave me more time to work with it and polish it up and just kind of work with it a little bit more. Less of time restraint or time crunch, you know? So it's one of these things I just had to do it like that anyway, so the scheduling just kind of remained last year and just kind of, I'm still working on it this year a little bit more, as much as possible. And don't get me wrong, there is one time since I've had this channel that I did not post for a whole month, right? Because things were going on, but I'm trying to not do that anymore here. Somehow social media likes when you post more consistently, or at least regularly, and all that stuff. Well, I guess that's a quick way of doing YouTube, Jordy. That's a quick way of doing YouTube, just to shave your head, right? I know someone that does that. There's other people that do. I still have hair on the top of my head, so I'm still good on that. Some of my relatives, you know, don't. So we'll see if I inherit that or not. We'll see. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'll have a nice luscious looks of hair for a greater amount of time and all this stuff and be able to do all that stuff as much as possible. Yes. So yes. What else is in the works here? Well, I don't know when the next live stream will be. I actually haven't brought some of these live stream things back in to the channel yet this year yet. Because most of these live streams are more impromptu, scheduled at least 15 minutes in advance, if not a little bit longer, but they don't have a very specific topic, as you can tell, right? But usually, if I'm doing a live with CR, it's usually a more open topic, unless I specifically say it in the title or say it in the beginning or whatever, or the thumbnail shows it. You will realize that. Usually, if it says live with CR, or well, actually, I have the thumbnail stating it as CR's live stream, but it's different from that. Usually, it's a more open topic, kind of winging it in that reconnect with you people out there. And people listen to me in their vehicle while they're driving down the street. Or maybe pulling into a parking lot or driveway or parking lot or something like that. Or pulling up at home. And hopefully I can entertain those type of people for a little bit, right? So, you know, they're probably like listening to me and just like, yes, yeah, I listen. I hear you, man. I hear you. You know, I'm almost there. Yeah. So, let's see what's my time here. Alright, how fast? I'll probably at least go to the 12th hour. I should be, yeah, I actually should be able to go to the 12th hour. About 90 minutes. 90 minutes. About an hour in. So 90 minutes should be good enough for me. All I know is that I need to. Apparently, I'm gonna be stream hopping again tonight. I have a feeling I can tell when I'm doing that. Lately, I've been doing that a little bit more often. Stream hopping, basically, like it's like bar hopping, but with streams or live streams. Because I've been trying to chime in for some people and stuff, especially some of these people because they drop on my live stream. So I mean, I feel. I wouldn't say obligated, but I want to join their live stream and show, hey, I appreciate you dropping give me some WT, so I'm going to do the same thing and return the gift back, right, and pay back for it again as much as possible. And do what I can again. Right? In a sense, it's always nice to have people drop by your live streams, right? Interacting on your side chat. Or join you on as a panel member, right? So you have someone to talk about, you know. You know, there's this ongoing joke where I say it. Okay, to be honest, I don't always mean it, but as a running gag or something like that. People start talking about food, I'm like, I'm hungry, or I should eat before I join the stream, or I work in that CR where I crave food. All right. But it's just a way of being interactive with the chat, right? And sometimes, you know, a little bit of humor and someone laughs out loud, LOLs, or whatever. That's the point, right? Alright. What's the point? You know, food is important, gives you that energy and all that stuff. I can't believe I'm talking about food on my own live stream. You know, I might self-induce hunger pains for doing that at this rate. At this rate, I feel like I might self-induce hunger pains. Just, right? I might start talking about it. I'll be like, struggles feel. It's definitely one of those things. So let's see what else. I noticed I'm supposed to be doing this food challenge or a VR video response. I have to see if I can squeeze that in. I haven't recorded the footage. I mean, I guess it will. I can. Well, Because if I add it into the channel and have like where it's scheduled in, that just means more buffer zone of videos I can choose from that I want to appear in which order, at what time, and all that stuff. Because then it gives me a buffer zone of videos that I can work in, right? Because even if I schedule one, I can reschedule for later or postpone that content, depending on what it is. Especially if it's not seasonal, right? Doesn't matter if I post it in the spring, summer, fall, or winter. So, I'll just squeeze it in whenever I don't actually have a video available for that week yet, right? So, I'll see what I can do. I just having fun of how I'm gonna go about doing it though. Because right now the video I have posted for later today here, it'll probably be public by the time people catch this on replay, but I still have the working file for that and the raw files for it, like the working files. So once it becomes public and once it's viewed and commented and all that stuff, yeah, then I can remove it. Although I might remove it after the stream anyways, because it'll be that time anyway. It's clearly I won't be updating it now. Pretty sure I'm finalized it now. We'll see if the version 2 of the thumbnail works good for me. Take care, Jordy. Have a good night. I'll catch you around. Probably on your stream or whatever, on your side chat. So yeah. Good. See, now everyone knows how I kind of feel when you guys talk about food, and I just go, I gotta go. I'll say, slowly walks into the kitchen. But yeah. Or when I drop in and say to people, well, CR, we always talk about food. You should eat before you jump in. I'm like, but I did a half an hour ago. Or I'll be like, I ate soup. Well, that's not good enough. Wow. A nice warm soup on a cold day. Nice. Speaking of soup, that reminds me of, I'm actually trying some of the stuff I preserved earlier during the last harvest. So I'm trying that out. See how much I like it. I figure I'd try it out a little bit over time to see, right? I generally like it, so when I've shown an example of it already here on the channel, I'm pretty sure I've shown an example. I think it was a short. It should have been a short, it's not a regular video or a live stream. And I think I posted reels on it too on Instagram, but just something I'm trying out. And, generally, providing that every other time I have it is just as good or as like heartwarming or all the stuff without any fuss or bust, then I might do it the end of this year again, and then so forth and so forth during the winter. It'll be one of the things that I do. So I'm actually, storing what I eat kind of deal. So I'll try that out, right? I could have made it as a video, I guess, but I decided I need to try this out first to make sure I actually am willing to enjoy it and all that stuff, right? Before I start setting it in stone. Although, right now it looks like I'm not penciled it in, more than pencil it in, I just say. It's kind of it's starting to be written in ink, not just in pencil. Or it can still be erased. I'm almost trying to finalize it and wanting to keep doing it with. Because it wasn't that hard to do, right? Good way to preserve the food. Well, a way to preserve the food. Less food waste. I can eat later and then relatively just making it a meal again was relatively straightforward. And I can kind of vary up what I have with it. So, I think I'll keep doing that. At least for a while. So, do that a little bit more. I still have to try out the ones that are kind of that I made with it that are slightly different on the ingredients and see and see if the texture or the taste that lingers is what I had it when I had it technically as fresh. Back in last fall, back in November, December-ish, when I was still having some. So, because I also realized it doesn't actually take up that much room here. So, you know, to me, that's like, okay. Storing some food, it doesn't take that much room. I enjoy it, and all this stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of benefits to it. Right? I just have to set the time out to kind of, how do I say, bring it together. Bring the ingredients together in the first place, right? That's like the more time-consuming part, just bringing it together. Everything else is just like fairly straightforward. Even if I'm moving the stuff around, it's like it doesn't take up that much room and all that stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I'll keep going with it. Maybe extend out another meal that I have, or fixing up something else I have, or add a little bit more oomph or substance into something else. So we'll try it out. Because it might encourage, depending how that also goes out, it might encourage me to grow more of it this year again. Although last year I think I grew a little too much of something, one thing. I almost maxed, I know I maxed out on that bed for what it was. I almost had too much. I'm like, maybe that was a little too much. So I figured, because it's one of those things, I can't consume it all in one season, right? So being able to delay when I consume it later for preserving it for whatever method or whatever, right? I figured, yeah, this would be a good thing. It's food waste. I can eat it later. It's good to prepare food in advance whenever possible, and not waste food. Really, not waste food, right? Because I really do dislike wasting food. I do. I mean, it's one thing. Oh, I dropped the crumb. I dropped a piece of bacon on the ground or whatever. Yeah, okay, that's one thing. But if you still have half the plate full, what I say is, well, you've touched it and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? But maybe next time just grab half a plate. If you're still hungry again, grab another half a plate. For example, like anytime I go out to let's say events, parties, get-togethers, or whatever, where there's food available, right? Everyone's like, hey, CR, aren't you gonna grab more food? There's plenty. I'm like, yeah. I always say the same thing. I know there's plenty. I'm just having a little here because I don't know how much I can eat, right? And I just don't want to grab a whole bunch of food and not eat the whole plate, right? You know how it goes? So I'm just getting a little bit. I can always get seconds, right? But I don't want to waste food unnecessarily, right? So that's what I say to people now, and they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, right." Because they'll see me get seconds, thirds, and all that stuff. I just have smaller portion sizes or serving sizes. I'll just extend how many I can have then, depending on what's going on. Because sometimes, depending on how much I eat or what I consume, sometimes I get lethargic or tired afterwards or slow afterwards in terms of feeling groggy. Like, wait. CR, your stomach's still digesting. Alright, that kind of thing. So, yeah. Sometimes I remember what I'm doing after all that stuff. Sometimes I'll eat less because I'm active. Sometimes I'll eat more because I'm hungry and was just active, doing whatever, right? So, it just depends what I'm doing. But all I know is that I'm kind of enjoying this food. It's really super. Yeah, see what I did there? See what I did there? Sometimes those words just write themselves at times. They're just writing themselves at times. But yeah. That's so nice. And this little fleece jacket I got over the holiday season last year is I've been trying it out. warm. It's like a fleece. It doesn't have a hood. I wish it had a hood, but I wish it had inside. It's got inside pockets, but it's fairly warm for what it is. Fleece. I kind of wish it had a hood. That'd be nice, but I guess I'll just have to wear a hood underneath or wearing a jacket with a hood. So hopefully. And I actually did try this. For anyone that didn't notice in my last video that I posted earlier this week, a couple days, man, I'm actually wearing the same jacket, by the way, right now. So, and like that footage that you saw was when it was colder out, still, relatively speaking. It's much warmer today, but I was trying it out just to see how the lower limit of how warm it is. So I'm like, around that temperature is probably the bottom limit for this jacket for what it is. Anything colder, I would need a little bit more layers or something a little bit more substantial or a better or bigger windbreaker to break the wind and stuff like that. I figured, I'm like, well, you know what? That seems like a good day to try it out. That seems like a good day. I had some other stuff with me if I need to dip into it, right? I could dip into something else if I really felt cold, but I didn't come down to that. However, I did wear something else underneath, but, you know, because sometimes it depends when I'm wearing a base layers, right? But I tried to kind of have a baseline for it a little bit, so I can kind of gauge that if it gets colder, I need to wear something a little bit more than this, or add on top of it, right? Like if I added a shell on top of this, yeah, it probably give me another 5-10 degrees of warmth for what it is, right? So and instead of being, I'm kind of cool or cold in this, oh yeah, I'm still warm, kind of deal, right? What's like here? Alright. So I'll probably go until the top of an hour here, which actually is gonna be at the 90-minute mark for the stream. Just because not only do I have to probably eventually reply to the comment section for that video in time. And who knows? I'll leave the stream early, maybe I'll just schedule it right away. Or make it public right away. And they segue into that video, right? I should have actually pre-recorded something to put here on the stream. It's a sneak peek. I mean, I sneak peek some parts, one part of it over on Instagram, and here on the YouTube side, you see a picture sneak peek of it. So you don't want to miss that. Miss that. oh. I'm sorry, everyone. It seems like I dropped a sneak peek in there, and I forgot that I haven't made it public yet. Yeah, it's because I can't hold my excitement back on there. I hope you guys really do enjoy that because, like you said earlier, if I haven't said it already, it is a DIY video, a do-it-yourself type of video. It has some aspects of the channel that I want to show more of: creating, converting, recovering. Those type of CL words. Those type of CL words. And it's quite funny. I guess I'll elaborate more probably next time I go live because the video will be up at that time, right? And I'll get some comments on mugs or things. I actually tried looking this up, words, right? Because I was looking for like tag words or title or things I can add into the description, right? What I want to say. I had to fill out the tags, the description, and the title, right? So while when I already had it recorded and all that stuff, when I was just waiting to think about what to say, right? Because you got to put in a title. You don't necessarily need to put in a description, but you have to put in a title, right? So I was trying to figure out what to name this, or how to explain it in my description, or tag words I was going to use, right? And all that stuff. I just it's actually quite difficult to look for it. Or at least I didn't find anything related to what I did in this video that you're going to see at the top of the hour here. Like in 15 minutes here. or already if you're already catching this on replay. Because I was just looking it up, right? Other things I've looked up, I'm like, yeah, I could see there's relatable things or people have done it before, right? But this one thing I'm like, I still can't find it. So if you watched the video I'm releasing later and you've seen something similar to this as a video, let me know, because I tried looking that up. I'm like, I don't see it. So unless it's not giving me the right search results based on what I'm searching for on the YouTube side or whatever, right? You know how you could start typing in something, it'll auto fill in something very specific, right? You know what I mean? It wasn't doing that. I was just like, I just kept getting search results like on everything's this or that. Are they related to it? Barely, but I'm like, because I tried different words and word combinations and different. I changed the wording of it. I'm like, I still can't. So one of the tag words I used for the video was what I was trying to search, because I won't say it right now, but let's just say it has the word convert in it or and such, right? Or what do you do, etc., etc. If you have, okay. So yeah, because you're gonna see that in the first like 5 seconds of this video. It's one of the things, or I'm using as hook in that video, because I was thinking of doing it cleverly. Then I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna say it how I see it, right? Kind of deal. So we'll see if it pays out. All that stuff. One of the things I tried to do was, because this video is actually sooner than the other videos I have posted. Although the ones I'm posting later this month, I actually shot the videos before this video I'm posting today on this Friday. So, but one of the things I tried to do was change the volume of the music I had playing in it so it's less noticeable. And because I think one of the things someone said, and I respect the constructive feedback, well, right? So I know what they do for work, and I believe them, right? They were saying, oh, your voice competes with the music or the audio soundtrack, right? So I decided to lower the audio soundtrack of it, the background music, even more. Instead, I think I had it at 14, 12, 20 or something like that. I dipped it down to like in the single digits, in like 8 or 9 for the video editor that I'm using, right? So, so it basically, it almost sounds like what I have here on the stream, as the stream, where streaming our music, if daydreaming sound, you can just barely hear. I can just barely hear it on my headset, but it's loud enough that you can make it out still. But you can still hear what I'm talking about without having, where I don't actually have to shout over the volume or raise the volume of the voice as much, if that makes any sense. So yeah. Let's see what else is in the works here. Well, I know one thing's probably for sure. I feel like I'm gonna need a coffee after. Like I said, I'll have to work on this Air. I'll probably be working on this Air video tonight. Try to get it out too. Try to maintain that 4-week window of like, hey, I have videos and streams for reels in advance kind of deal. Because I'm trying to see if I can maintain it at least 3 weeks or a month. Because it usually takes time to do stuff among some other things and just enjoy things too, right? And do some other things too. Because everyone's been asking, hey, CR, when are you gonna come visit me? Right? Well, if I could spend out some of this time in advance for the videos, then yeah, I can. Because certain little things I need to be, per se, here for, right? Because actually, I just, last year I cut out one of my activities because I decided to record video. Or actually, it was for the sunflower video. It just happened that it worked that way, but it's all good, right? I'll just have to time it better. As much as possible. As much as possible. So. Let's see where I'm at. Alright. Probably go like 10 minutes or whatever it was. Like I said, this wasn't supposed to be that long of a stream anyway. More impromptu and just kind of relating some things in the works on the channel, things you might see amongst some other things. Also, I'll see if I mean, I've been outside. I've been on walks. I just haven't been recording outside or whatever because it's relatively cool out or cold, right? I have issues trying to keep the camera warm, but hopefully when spring comes around or if it gets warmer or something like that, maybe I'll be able to record back outside again, or at least show parts of it, show their day walk or hike, whatever, right? I'll see what I can do. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. I'm busy tomorrow. I know, obviously I'm streaming in. It's quite late in the day now, but I might try to work that in somewhere. Especially if it's nice around. Show you guys a couple places, a couple things that I can visit. Certain areas I can visit every so often. Especially this one place that I've shown the birds. I've actually shown the place like in the spring and the summer and in the fall. I've never shown this place in the winter. I don't usually visit this area, this spot in the wintertime, but I don't know. Maybe. Because usually, I figure if I go over there, I don't see anything except for water, like frozen ice and snow, because the birds aren't going to be there, right? So, I think this is one of the reasons why I don't usually show that place in the wintertime. I only show it on the early seasons just because there's actual bird activity there. Because I'm pretty sure most of those birds that I see in the spring, summer, fall were usually gone or snowbird, so to speak, in the winter time. So they're not going to be back for like probably not until like next month. I would assume. As soon as I start seeing, you know, those bee patterns of the birds in the sky, it's a pretty good indication some of them are coming back. Right? Definitely not yet. They're definitely not coming back for several more weeks. That's for sure. But as soon as I start seeing them, you know, it's a pretty good indication that, you know, the season's changing and stuff like that, because and such. Let's see what alright. I don't know. Well, 8 minutes to the top, 8 minutes to the top of the hour. And like I said, I do have a video out at the top of the hour. Go check it out. Alright. If you like the DIY stuff, if you like the reuse stuff, like I do, maybe put something together, make something. I think you might find this video interesting. It's something to consider. Adapting in to what you have or can do. Because to me, I've noticed that I'm like, this video that you will be seeing, it's actually the first time I've actually tried this before. So I decided to kind of speed it up a little. Trust me, because I have to speed up the footage quite a bit. Like, quite a bit. Right? It's like at 30x. But I want to kind of show it still, but without, like, a bunch of slow motion parts. I slowed it down every so often just to illustrate certain little things, but pretty much it's like sped up footage of it. I'm kind of voice overing it. But you know, because you can always slow it down in the web, in the YouTube player, right? On playback, but I just felt like there's no way I could make this a 10-minute video. You know, 10, 15-minute video, not for this. Not for what it was, right? Because I'm only saying, I'm showing so much, right? You just have to trust the process, right? Try it yourself, right? Because that's literally what I did. I just tried it myself. I tried the prototype first, as you will be able to tell, right? And then I just kind of, you know what? Just keep going with this, right? So you're basically seeing the part 2 of it, but I already finished the part 1 of it already, which you will see later in that video, by the way. So hopefully you'll enjoy that, like I said. And I'm pretty sure I did post the shorts for today, or will be. I can't remember which one it is. Like I said, I already pre-scheduled them. I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to see. I don't want to say it because knowing me, it's not the right one. Like I said, I scheduled them in advance. See, I would have to go to my another voice or switch out the application, which I don't want to do right now. I'm trying to charge my phone at the same time, amongst other things. I'll just keep going for a bit. Why not? Why not? It'll give me a chance. I'll swing this in, right? Instead of getting a personalized notification of this video, people will just see me live and come in and they'll hear me saying it. Oh, by the way, I have this video right now. Not yet, by the way. I'm just saying that. I'm not literally saying that yet. I will very soon. Almost like a segue or like to bring that to everyone's attention as much as possible. Because it feels like I said, I haven't explained it as much, but I'll probably explain it more on the next time down long live or whatever. I'll elaborate more about it. But let's just say I'm trying out some different things. And just like, I actually tried, like I said earlier, I tried looking some of this stuff up, right, on YouTube or whatever. I didn't actually look it up on the web browser side, like in search. I only tried it on the YouTube side searching for it, so I'm pretty sure someone else has done this. I just can't find out who because I haven't been able to locate actual video about it. I'm pretty sure someone's tried this on some sort of like DIY site, do it yourself or something like that. I'm pretty sure someone's done this. Don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure someone's done this. It's more like I just can't find it right now. So I'm not claiming that I came up with the idea, but what I am saying is that to me it's kind of cool how it just came together. For something I wasn't sure of, I had this idea, right? And don't get, like I said, I made a prototype with it, so I already saw it or parts of it come together, right? I just but it's just there's something when I start seeing it and thinking about it right now as I speak, trying this one DIY project out may unlock some more doors for me to discover some more out there. Yes, discover with a CR in it, right? And be able, because I was just like, this wasn't too bad, alright? And then take a lot of skill to do, right? If you have the resources and obviously the time to do it, right? Because obviously DIY projects do take time for what it is, right? And you could spare that time or allocate that time, even a little bit at a time to sort of start bringing it together. It may start unlocking some windows because now you can do more stuff with the resources that you do have, right? Because basically that was another reason why I did this DIY project, because access resources. I'm like, instead of landfilling it or even giving it away or whatever, right? Which giving it away doesn't necessarily, or even a thrift store donating it does not necessarily mean that it will get sold. Especially if it's not in someone's size, what they like as a color, if it's actually necessary for them. But the size thing, right? Or it doesn't fit. Or they're not looking for that. Or, hey, I got one here, I don't need another one. And they go, well, then it's not going to get sold. And what happens? You'll still get landfilled, right? So I figure, why not convert it to something more useful again, right? And reuse it before. Yeah, reusing it or upcycling it. As my description actually says that, as you will tell about it. And I'm just like thinking to myself, yeah, let's try this out, right? Because I do have some other ideas that are related to it, but I'll try them again. Maybe I'll just make them in advance. Alright. If I don't show them this kind of first quarter, then it'll just have to be in the fourth quarter or last quarter of the year. Because what you will see, I'm clearly not posting that in the middle of the spring, in the middle of the summer. Probably not. It's probably not gonna do well if I did that. I'll probably have to delay. If I did do another one similar to this, it'd probably get delayed into like October, November. Just schedule it in. Just because what it's related to. And speaking of which, it's just about time for that video to show up here. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I always have to double check to make sure I didn't schedule it for AM. I was making sure, yes, it says PM, right? I don't want to schedule it at like 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever, and wake up, it's like, I don't get these notifications. Like, oh yeah, I scheduled that in the morning. At the wrong time. Because I forgot to check. Yes, actually now that video is out there. Probably the shorts I have too, so that's a good segue here. I'll probably go for another, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Probably not much longer. But yeah. Let's just say, if you're listening to this and didn't see that video yet, or maybe you already seen the video, let's just say I reused a lot of stuff in that video. By the way, more than meets the eye, that's for sure. And I transformed something. see how I just said all that? By the way, I like literally almost mean that, but yeah. Because I think there may be another benefit for me for doing that now, as you will see in that video. As you will see in that video, I do convert something. So with a CR in it. Because I've been thinking, maybe help in our situations or our places. So I think there's a lot of benefit to considering it and such, right? And like I said, the less we waste, or less in landfill, probably the better off we'll be, right? Or at least trying to get it, alright? Even if you made this what I show in that video, which is already out now, by the way, at the time of this live stream. It may be a good way to reuse some resources or help people with some resources, alright? So it's more, what's the word I'm looking for? Tailored to someone? I guess I could almost say it like that. And stuff like that. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I'll probably, like I said, I'll probably go, I don't know, probably like 5 minutes. Standard 2-minute countdown warning for the live stream before it ends, like usual. So I can sum up a few things among some other things. Yeah, I'll probably have to attend some live streams later this evening, nighttime. I know I will. Trying to drop in, give some people some WT, alright, add to their hour watch. Yeah, hour watch. Yes, I meant to say the words. The wrong way, yeah. Let's see, what else? What else has been up with me? That's all for now-ish, without releasing a lot more details about everything. Alright? There's some other videos, like I said. There may be this one video I might change the timing of it, so it's sooner. Just because the next 2 videos are actually very similar. And the next one after that is different, so I may put the different one in between it just to vary up the content a little bit more. Cause I think I actually did that with the sunflower and the tomato videos. I made sure they did not appear on the same week, or it was every second week, and then in between those second weeks with something else, right? And I can show on the show on the channel and like some other things. Yeah, we'll see if I make another picture book. That was kind of fun, but I need so many pictures just to make that work, though. And if it's a real thing or something growing, I need enough different pictures to show the element of time lapse or progress in times. You know, if it's a picture every single day, I may need to wait like 2 weeks for that because I need a picture every single day. In the same position too, by the way, in the same position. You know, it doesn't really matter if it's daylight or nighttime or whatever. I got flash on the phone or whatever to use, or a flash like for lighting, but it does need to be in the same spot so you can actually see what's going on and all that stuff. So yes, I will start the 2-minute countdown in like 30 seconds because I'm at like 1:33 or an hour 35 minutes for the stream here. So like always, everyone. You know, I do appreciate everyone that dropped by on this live stream for however long, for however short. Even if you're catching this on replay, watch that video that I already posted already. That's already public. Watching it first, coming back by to watch this. For some reason, chiming in, giving some watch time and all that stuff. I appreciate it too. See, I think now I already know this is a good timing to end the stream because my headset's dying. It just lost the right side. I only have the left side now. So that's another reason why I'm in the stream. Because I need to charge the headset. I was charged when I first started, by the way. So apparently this is why. So I appreciate everyone that dropped by for a little bit of time and sharing some time with me. I know some people are busy and all that stuff. Unable to watch the live streams while they're live or whatever. I get that. You know, it's so good, right? You know, you can't catch a live stream, try to catch them on their live stream. On the next live stream or video or on the short term. Leave something, you know, some encouraging, constructive feedback, right? Just so, hey, you know, hey, CR, I came by. Right? What's up, right? Always, you know, it's always nice to see the comment section, especially for people I haven't heard from for a while or whatever, right? Makes me remember that, hey, you're still kicking it around or whatever, right? Or you're interested in this video or topic or short or live stream or real, whatever, right? For content, right? Because then I can remember it and I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember when you came by that live stream and talking about this or showing this on the video, right? You know, and I'll remember that, then I can re-illustrate that or insert word that I can't think of right now. Right there. I can't think of it right now. You're just getting home, Idle Hooker? Okay. Like I said, there's, let's just say, yeah, you might find it interesting too. It might be up your alley, so to speak, of things that you might consider or enjoy. Because like I said, for me, when I was doing that video, not just doing the video, but the concept itself and just doing it, right? I was just like noticing, I'm like, hey, this wasn't so bad. It's just based on stuff I already picked up or learned before. I'm just applying the knowledge, using that skill, gaining that experience by doing it towards something slightly different. And just redirecting that to something else, right? Because now I'm like, if I could do this, maybe I can do something a little bit more elaborate or a little bit more bigger in scale, let's just say, right? Because let's just say I have these other projects I've had in mind, but they're in a much grander scale. I'm like, I think I need to gain some confidence in the small scale first, right? And make sure I remember the subtle little things that you need to do in the small scale that you must do in the big scale. so it looks kind of more polished or professional or something like that, all right? I'm just like, it's just one of the reasons why some of these things haven't appeared yet, because I'm still trying to gain some confidence in doing it in the first place, right? Or at least the skill, especially if you're doing something by hand or whatever, without the aid of machinery or mechanical advantage type of thing as well. It takes a little bit longer, right? So the greater the scale is, or magnitude of the scale, the longer it's going to take. Right? It also means that since you did it by hand, you can do it by hand if you needed to, and there are times too. Or when other people don't have the resources, not the resources, but the machinery or the electrical tools for doing it, right? Like even this project that you'll see, I don't know if you can actually do it without doing it by hand. To be honest, it's probably possible. I don't doubt it, but you probably could use the machine to connect it together. But I just did it by hand to show it's possible to do it by hand in the first place, and it also shows that you know what? If I did it by hand once, I could do it again, right? And it'll just take the time of manually doing it. But I figured, why not try, right? Why not try? And that's why you guys want to see that spread out footage of it, right? Instead of just showing clips of it, I'm just going to show a speed up version of it. So you can actually see that I actually took the time to actually do this by hand without the aid of machinery or quote unquote power tools or electrical things to help me along and all that stuff. It only could really, you can finish it in one day, really, if you really wanted to. So, all right, I think I'm rambling long enough as it is. So yeah, I'm about 1 minute here. All right, my 1 minute warning. I already gave 30 seconds earlier. So yes, appreciate you folks dropping by. I'm giving you a little bit more company over here as I share a few things and stories on this TGIF day for me here. Hopefully you guys are all doing well, like I said, and doing what you can to do more, to be better, to use the resources better that we do have, right? And hopefully, if not scheduling, at least planning things in advance as much as possible. And if you can't do something, well, hopefully you could do it next year or whatever. Right? I know some people say they might not be going this year, so hopefully they'll try again next year, right? Because things happen or whatever, or things come up, right? So with that, I think that's a good segue here. Unless someone shows up. See, I knew it. Someone always shows up at the end. I swear, no matter whose stream you are, no matter where you are, no matter when you stream, someone always shows up at the end. Hi, Buttercup. How are you doing? By the way, Buttercup, I have the video out right now. I was just about to slip out here. All right, for Buttercup, I'll give her or after. That's 30 minutes, 2 minutes. Okay, now officially this is the 2-minute warning because my headset's dying too, and I gotta do some other things, and I want to make a coffee and do some editing myself. Probably reply. Yeah. No. If I'm extending the stream. Okay. I'll give you that. I'll give you that, Buttercup. If you're watching the video first, then I'm good with that. And for you, I'll give it a little bit more time. Okay, core after 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, 90 seconds. And then official. I don't want to keep saying I'm in the stream in 5 minutes and it turns into about 5 hour, 6 hour stream. It's like, I shouldn't have said that at that hour and a half. Because everyone just kept dropping in. It's like, I was yours. What's the real visit to you? But I'm ending the stream soon. But can you go on for another 5 minutes? Okay, then someone else joins, then I'm extending the stream longer. Next thing I know, it's like I got like 10 people into the stream. It's like I extended the stream like 5 times, right? And the next thing I know, my headset's dead. Like, and the next thing I know, it'll be like dark, and I'm like, guys, I want to go eat. Oh, sorry, so you're here. Yeah, I know, right? It's like similar to what they do in football. I know, Gargo. It's that kind of reference. Something like that. Or in hockey, they would say the final minute of the period or something like that. It's that kind of, last minute of game of play or whatever. It's that kind of thing. It's because I don't like actually ending the stream suddenly in the last 10 seconds. Because I know some people want to say something and I want to be able to hear it before I go. Right? What? I know you're gonna like +9, +10 Celsius. Dang. Well, me and Buttercup are probably like, me and Buttercup are probably we're chilling just below freezing. I know, girl. You can pass some warmth to us. I know, girl. Pass some warmth up north. Just kidding. And like that, it is cool out. Oh yeah, 32, 30. Yeah. That's what I figured. Yeah. I don't know if it's above freezing here right now, but it's really close. It might be just hovering around that 32 0 Celsius mark. All right. Anyways, now I officially look tall. So because knowing my luck, someone will probably jump in here or something like that. I appreciate because I'm actually not only that I'm pausing the daydream music. So I appreciate all you fine ladies. Be only ladies right now, but another gentleman joining me today on this live stream. So go out there, go make something of it, right? Go create out there, regardless if you're creating some sort of a kit, a bag, I should say, a DIY video, editing, you're cooking something, you're sewing something, you're starting gardening something, you're working with wood because it's a Friday and thank goodness it's Fabrication Friday, all those are all forms of creating in my books, right? Keep going doing those things, right? And learn from the experience and apply that skill that you're gaining from now, right? To other things too, right? And spread that knowledge around, right? So more people are creating, more people are using these resources that we already do have, right? And trying to get more out of what we do have out there, right? And all that good stuff. And I can probably go on and on about that. And that'll be for another video. And let's see, right before I say so. Oh, okay. Yeah. Straight up. I'll leave that right there right there. So go out there. It's something awesome out there, everyone. Because you can still do it too. Because things are changing out there, but we can adapt too. The skill and knowledge that we're gaining gets better out there if you practice with it. And go help someone if you can, right? Just like my other video that I tried to help someone out, right? And until the next time, everyone, I appreciate you guys dropping by, and okay, whatever. I don't. I'm stopping the stream right now. Okay. Anyways, take care, everyone. I'll catch you around on your own live streams, our platforms, our streams, or on the side chat. All right. See you, everyone.